Nothing particularly new today, just a bit of Randori showing initiation. That is, causing the other person to do what you would prefer them to do. Sorry. Oh. So we often refer to this as an attack within an attack. In other words, we know that the person is coming, but while it might not be correct to say we actually attack them, we do provide something which they can't ignore. So he can't ignore that because it would hit his face. On the other hand, it's also in my centre, so I'm strong, and I'm also prepared. So with that, I'm also moving, because if I just do that and he takes it, now it could go either way. So it's up to me to move. So we'll do a bit more Randori. Get the idea of this attack within an attack. It's a little bit sort of brutish. So the point here is a matter of distance. Once I've got into the distance where I can attack, which is about here, then I will opt to do something. So I've got to, if I wait till he's within that distance, I lose my opportunity. But if I do it there, before he's really formulated a plan, then I have an option. is moving with it. So it's got a fine difference between whether you're sort of responding to an attack or whether you're making it happen. And the point is that you can't, in practice, well, what I mean is in practicing in the dojo, you would agree to say, we're doing Ikkyo, I hand me. So he would take up a stance, and I take up a stance, and we agree it's going to be Ikkyo, I hand me. But I'm still initiating because I offer, he takes. Or even more correctly, he simply puts up his hand, at which point I drop mine and perform Ikkyo. Or, he doesn't take, he just protects his face, I drop it, and I go Ikkyo Ura. But of course we have other techniques, so I initiate it, I drop it, he takes it, we go into Nikkyo. So this is how the training works. I offer, takes it, I move, I perform the technique. So there are a whole load of techniques which we do that way. You can do 4 of them. So you offer, I take it, Ikkyo, Ura. Offer, take, Ikkyo, Ura. Offer, take, Minagi. Offer, take, Ikkyo, Omote. So this type of training, in my opinion, is an advance on this idea, where my hand's down there, he takes it. The theory being he's stopping me grabbing my sword. Well, you know, that may have some application, but not generally. And then I have to do all kinds of robust manoeuvres to make it happen. Of course, maybe for beginners this is a way. It's actually very easy to overcome, so sort of why not jig it up a bit and offer up here. Take. Yes. Take. Shihanagi. Take. Iriminagi. Take. Ichikaiten Sankyo. So you can start initiation very simply. You can agree to do what the other person wants, but they've got to initiate it. Yo. So, the benefits of training this way, in my opinion, is that you're working to a much more practical form of Aikido. You're working towards something which would, or could, depending on your skill, whichever, work for you. And in the end, you know, you practice martial art because you're sort of hoping that you're not totally helpless if somebody goes for you. But the only way to do that is to do loads of techniques. So if he suddenly punches me in the head, now the technique there, I suppose technically, was he comes in slowly again with that hand. A form of Irimanagi. Okay, in the dojo, maybe it would be more like, something like this, and this, and this. There's nothing to stop it being that. It's bringing it alive instead of it being take my hand and that's what most beginners do when they get here and they go. No. It's alive. Alive. Spirited, and that's what we try to do with Hereford Aikido.